Well, the Seahawks take to the road, and they do what they normally do, Dave. They win. They just win on the road. It's a comfortable place for them. They beat the Titans yesterday. We get a chance to speak to a man who got a lot of opportunity out there and made the most of it. Big day for this man who's with us now. Part of our Seahawks Player Spotlight, brought to you by Three Tree Roofing. Patrick O'Connell is with us. Patrick, how are you, man?
I'm good. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Well, it's good to talk to you. Congratulations on the win, and more importantly, congratulations on your individual game. What was your mindset going in? You haven't had, obviously, a ton of opportunity this season. You get a ton yesterday. What was the mindset? Were there nerves, excitement? You couldn't sleep the night before? Take us through that.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of everything. I was a little nervous at first. There's a lot of people in my ear, trying to calm those nerves and just tell me that I was ready and I was prepared. And then it really just came down to being prepared, trusting myself, trusting the defense, and trusting, what Mike was going to call. And then it's always nice having the front that we have playing behind them, and just trusting that they're going to make the ball come to me. And it was awesome to be out there again.
Hey, Patrick, I think every linebacker in the league that's played has, got the pump fake thing, and when Cam Moore did that, but you made him pay for it later. I love that, man. That hit you had on the sidelines. Were you afraid were you looking around for the way they're calling games now? I feel like they, the helmet to helmet or whatever, but that one must have felt good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first one, not very good. Falling for the pump fake, especially when he's probably already past the line of scrimmage, not ideal. But I got him back later on the sideline, so that was awesome. It just took a minute to settle in, and once I settled in, just football again. It was awesome to be out there flying around.
To get your first career sack, what was that like? Was it the way you envisioned? I'm sure you've thought about it. Like, if I get an opportunity, here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I see it going. How'd that feel?
Honestly, I didn't even know it was a sack at first. I just thought he got back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe even got a yard. And I just kind of blanked out. Next thing you know, it's field goal block, and I'm jogging off the field, and someone on the sideline said, "Hey, I think that was a sack. He was behind the line of scrimmage." And I didn't have too much of a reaction because I was pretty tired, just playing on defense, playing all special teams. So I didn't really even realize it till later in the game.
Hey, Patrick, tell us about the step that you took this year. You had a great preseason, and just when you came back to camp, were things a little bit different? Do you understand a little bit more just the game and the speed of the game, your sort of development? Because you during the preseason, especially, man, you had a really good year. But just what did you learn coming in to this year?
Yeah, first of all, thanks for the compliment. I think just. It comes with the experience and just being around NFL football for the last 3 years, and just knowing and understanding how teams operate, and then just really diving deep into our defense and knowing and understanding the ins and outs of that, and how Mike calls games and how he wants stuff done. So that was kind of the most important thing. Just going into the off season, I had certain things that I was working on every single day, and I just took those personally and made things happen, and just trusting the process that I put in every single day is big to me, and just staying true to who I am, and that's how I'm able to just do the things that I do.
As my partner just told you about your preseason, he's a guy who played in the league for almost 10 years as a linebacker, and he was raving about you throughout preseason, talking about, man, this guy is a player. And, we always highlight somebody during training camp that really stands out, and often they don't make the team right out of camp. And that was true for you. How considering how good your preseason was, and I'm sure you felt that way, how hard is it to stay up? How hard is it to stay positive when you feel like you went out there and you did everything you could do, but it wasn't enough to ultimately get you on the roster, at least initially?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty tough just knowing all the work that I had put in, and just knowing that I was playing really good football, and that wasn't quite good enough. It was pretty tough to sit there like the first 7-8 weeks without even being elevated to but it just comes down to, like I said, I'm just going to be me every single day. I'm going to be the same person, show up to work, same time, and do my routine, put the work in that I need to put in, and not worry about anything else. because the only thing I can control is getting better every single day, and that's just what I'm trying to do. And I'm pretty proud of that, and just being able to show up to work with a smile on my face and get after it is all I can control.
Hey, Patrick, I saw a couple of times, like T. Knight was over there talking to you on the sidelines, and I know EJ was over there. How much did those guys communicate with you during the game and kind of, help you out a little bit?
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of time to communicate, like I said, because I was going in and out in between packages on defense, and then I was playing every single special teams as well, so there wasn't a whole lot of communication time, but they were in my ear a little bit when they could be, and it was good to have those guys there to support me. And it really comes from them, like just not wanting to. I don't want to drop the standard or lower the standard, the circumstance. So having guys like them ahead of me has been helpful to see the way that they play and to hold up that standard.
How did you feel physically out there? Because you guys won the game, but I guess one of the downsides you could look at is they had the ball for 37-25 compared to 22-35 for the Seahawks. So you were out there for a long time. How were you feeling?
Oh, I mean, you get the typical bumps and bruises after games and stuff, but they had some really long drives, and we weren't able to get off on third down at times, which is unfortunate, but we'll get all that cleaned up. And obviously the body always feels better after a win, but there's just so much to it. Learn and grow from there.
Patrick, you're kind of a quiet, humble guy. Maybe you talk crap on the field. I don't know. But as far as that goes, who's the biggest talker in the field? It's got to be either Spoon or D-Law, but who's a guy on the field that gets you fired up that way?
Spoon is always up there. He's always making plays and letting people know that he's there, and I don't blame him. He puts in the work. He's confident, and he's got that swag, and he goes out and does it. Besides that, we got a bunch of goofballs on the D-line who just love running and hitting, and they're going to let you know when they arrive too. So it's pretty awesome to be around a group of guys like that, because it's just fun, and everyone has the same vision and same goals, and it's just amazing to play with guys like that.
So you went to Montana. You were born in Kalispell, Montana. Did you grow up a Seahawks fan, looking just regionally, or were you a fan of a different team growing up?
No, yeah, I was a Seahawks fan growing up. I actually came to a bunch of Seahawks games with my dad and my brothers and stuff, and I grew up Seahawks. Like you said, grew up in Montana, and it was the closest team too. So fortunately, we got to come to the games. Like I said,
did you have
coming
a favorite,
out of high school? What's that? I'm sorry, Bob.
Sorry, I was going to see if Dave Wyman was one of your favorite linebackers growing up, or I don't know. Who did you watch?
He wasn't born when I was playing, Bob.
I've talked about it a little bit before. Obviously, I always grew up watching Bobby and KJ, and even guys like Lofa, and it was cool to be able to hear from Lofa after the game and talk to him a little bit, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's one of the best. He's probably my favorite player. But, as far as high school goes, were you like a three-sport athlete? And then, what other offers or where else did you consider going to play college football? Yeah,
so I was a three-sport athlete in high school, played baseball. Kind of had a little journey in high school, and I almost actually quit football altogether going into my junior year, because I was so high on baseball, and baseball was my true love at the time, and I was traveling around the country going to showcases and everything, and luckily I had a high school coach that brought me back to planet Earth, and he just kind of talked me into staying out for football and playing, and obviously it was the best decision I made. And coming out of high school, I wasn't really very highly recruited or anything, because I wanted to play football and baseball at the time, so I was mostly looking at like NAIA D2 schools, and I had offers for some D1 baseball programs as well. But like I said, I wanted to play both at the time, because I didn't really know which one I loved at the time. So I went to the University of Mary on football and baseball scholarship. It's a D2 school in Bismarck, North Dakota. I played one semester of football there, and then after that I decided to to transfer, and there was no portal back then, so you had to get a release from the teams and everything and go through all that. Sit out a year and went to the University of Montana, and I had to actually try out for the team. I was one of the walk-on tryout guys at winter ball, so it's a pretty cool story, just being able to know what I came from, and I'm just pretty proud of all the work that I put in to get to where I'm at.
Should be.
Yeah, that's a heck of a journey. What position did you play in baseball?
I played shortstop. I kind of played shortstop, third base, and wherever else they needed me, but primarily shortstop.
Shortstop.
Bob's going to try to recruit you to play for the Mariners now.
Well, and it sounds like you had some eyes on you as a baseball player. Was that a tough call, or did it become obvious? No, I think I love football, or was it just you loved it more? Or you felt like you were just had a better future as a football player?
No, it was definitely really tough. Like I said, growing up, it was always my first love, and I didn't even give it a chance in college, so that was the hardest part, just knowing that, knowing the uncertainty of it. And all my brothers played college baseball, and at the time I felt like I was kind of letting them down too. And but once I made the decision, I just knew that it was best for me to for my future in football and everything. And I just saw that I belonged, and I just stuck in right away at Montana. So really glad about that decision, obviously.
Hey, Patrick, last one for me. What about after the game? You had a pretty big hit there, as we talked about, on the number 1 pick overall. Did you get a lot of texts, a lot of people blowing your phone up?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see all the support and love that I had coming from all over the place, really. Just a lot of people in Montana, a lot of ex-teammates at Montana, and just all those people in the community that have helped make me who I am. It's amazing to see all the support and love that I have from a lot of people all over the place.
Well, Patrick, congrats on the big game for you, big game for the team, pulling off a win, and really cool to talk to you, man. Thanks so much for taking the time, and we wish you obviously nothing but the best moving forward.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.